This is the moment a security camera catches a masked man standing in someone's bedroom in the middle of the night. He stands completely still for over 10 minutes, just staring. At first, it just seems strange, until you realize he's staring at a sleeping couple just 2 feet away. With the couple sleeping behind him, he rummages through their dresser before making his way into the living room. 2 more people are asleep there, a toddler and a nurse. He pauses again and watches them for a few seconds before slipping out of the house. But just 20 seconds later, the man comes back, but this time, someone's awake.
Okay, thanks.
As he tries to re-enter, the nurse confronts him at the door. The full encounter isn't caught on camera, but what he tells her is disturbing. "You should lock your doors. It's not safe around here." Chillingly, she had no idea he'd already been inside and stood over a sleeping toddler just seconds earlier. It's unclear what his intentions were upon returning to the house. He had already taken the valuables and walked right past the people inside, but his intentions might become clear soon. The next morning, the family reviewed the footage and gave it to police. Little did the family know the man who had just been inside their home was already wanted by police. Just days earlier, there was another break-in in the area. A woman was sexually assaulted after a man broke into her home through the kitchen window. This didn't seem like a random break-in, but rather a planned one, with a chosen victim. But the perpetrator made one critical mistake. He left his DNA at the scene. That same DNA was used to link him to another break-in, the one where he was caught on camera, staring at the sleeping couple, the toddler, and the nurse. The man in the video was identified as 31-year-old Anthony Andrew Cifuentes, a convicted predator, now caught on camera hovering over a sleeping family. Knowing he had already broken into someone's home and committed a sexual assault, you can only imagine what might have been going through his head as he stood over that sleeping family, or what he intended when he turned back toward the house just seconds after leaving it. In the end, Anthony Cifuentes was sentenced to 23 years and 8 months in prison. We may never know what he planned to do when he came back, but we do know what he was capable of. In late May 2008, a 57-year-old man living in a small town in Japan began noticing something strange. Food had been disappearing from his refrigerator. At first, he chalked it up to forgetfulness, but as it kept happening, suspicion began to grow. He started to wonder if someone was breaking into his home whenever he left the house, so he set up a security camera. What it captured was horrifying. The footage showed an old woman quietly emerging from the shadows, walking into the kitchen and taking food from his refrigerator, but that wasn't all. Shocked by his discovery, the homeowner contacted police, and when police arrived and searched the home, they found her curled up inside a tiny closet, barely large enough to lie down in. She told them she had been sneaking in and out of the house for nearly a year. Every time the homeowner left, she would emerge from the closet, eat, take showers, watch TV, and even tidy up after herself. She treated the house like her own. It's estimated she had been living there for several months, undetected. How she managed to go unnoticed for so long remains a mystery. She was arrested for trespassing, and beyond that, few details were ever released. To this day, no one knows exactly how long she lived there, or how many nights she stepped out while he was still inside. In late July 2016, at around 3:30 a.m., a couple in Chicago's Bucktown neighborhood were asleep on their living room couch, unaware that someone was watching them from just a few feet away. The next morning, they noticed something strange. The woman's purse was missing. Confused, they checked their home security footage to see if she had brought it inside the night before, but what they saw left them in shock. The footage showed a man standing on the second floor, silently watching them from above as they slept just feet away. He stood there for over 5 minutes, then quietly turned and disappeared into the darkness. They later found out that he had entered through an unlocked sliding door upstairs and walked through the house without making a sound. Several neighbors had reported similar break-in attempts around the same time, including one who captured a photo of a hooded man trying different door handles in the area. Police eventually identified a person of interest, but no formal charges were filed, and the man was released. To this day, no one knows who he was or what he might have done if they had woken up. For over 5 hours, a bear wandered through this house in Colorado, opening drawers, sniffing through cabinets, just feet from where the family lay asleep. The next morning, the homeowners noticed something strange. Drawers were open, cabinets emptied, so they checked the security footage and saw what really happened. They contacted authorities and the bear was later euthanized. The decision sparked public debate over whether lethal force was necessary. Some called it necessary, others called it execution, but either way, this family was just one unlocked door away from a very different ending.